but above all, be saved. Because God is in the blessing business. God will make your dreams come true. He says, seek ye first. See, that's a first. You can drink, but you got to do something first. And that is seek the kingdom of heaven. Once you seek that, he said, I'll grant you the desires of your heart. You don't have to be no servant. You don't have to put yourself in an indentured servant. What's wrong with you owning the stores? You know, we once owned the stores in our communities.
That's right.
We own some legally, and we own some illegally.
Wow.
The basement store.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
You go around on Fort Acre, you go around the A&P and DNS, then you go down on Fort Acre, over there right across from Main Burgers House, that was the basement store. They had the nut chews and some of everything was in that store. And then they would hire some of the school kids.
That's right.
But now we don't own those stores. Walmart is even putting Sears out of business. People go to work in the hospital. Why don't we have a hospital? Well, we can look after our own people who might not have a Humana or what's that other one? Blue Cross Blue Shield. Why is our dreams so small in our field of dreams? The only thing we can dream about today is getting up, getting a pork chop sandwich, a gallon of gas, and sitting down playing with them 180-some channels. Your dream don't go no further than that. How can we uplift our people with that mentality? We always got to send our children to school. Why we can't own the school? My heart was broken when that young black woman, the professor, was fired from that college because she told the truth. She told the truth. She told them, Muslim God, Christian God, it's the same God. They fired her. She didn't lie. It's only one God.
Amen.
The world has proved that.
Yes.
It's only one God. If you're a Muslim, you call him Allah. If you're a Christian, you call him Jehovah.
Amen.
But it's only one God. But they fired. Now, what I would do if I was her, I would take my PhD and my master's degree, and I would do the research, and I would open up a school and across the street from them.
All right.
We act like God would do anything for anybody but nothing for us. Because we allow them to take our dreams. Well, you can have everything but my dream. You cannot have the dream of my children and grandchildren growing to be successful in this world. You can't have the dream of my family, some of us sticking together and working together for one common goal. You can't take that dream away. You can't take the dream that I have of this church, put me in the ground and continuing going. You cannot take that great dream. Satan is trying, but he cannot have it. I'm talking about the field of dreams. You see, some people say, some people taught some people, I'll put it that way, I ain't gonna be specific, but they said, you black because you cursed because of what Ham done. Y'all heard that lie before. Many of y'all believed it. God never cursed anybody black.
All right.
As I taught you all last week, you come from the soil. The Euphrates and Tigris River is over there in Africa. Egypt is over there in Africa. Now, y'all gonna like this. After the flood, there was only two people. Noah and his wife and their sons and their wives. I said two because Noah and the wife count right now. The rest of them count in a minute. Noah had 3 sons. Shem, Ham, and Japheth. If Noah had 3 sons, then the sons had to be the color of Noah and his wife. Noah, his wife, Shem, Ham, and Japheth was black. I'm going to prove it to you. Ham is black. He was the father of Cush. So how he going to be the only one black? How is he going to be the only one black? And you tell me Cush black, but you ain't going to tell me about Shem and Ham. They had to be black too. They had the same parents.
Tell it.
Now, if you study the Bible, I'm not talking about just go by what other folks tell you. If you study the Bible, you would know this. That when God cursed people, he cursed them with leprosy. Leprosy was a disease that turned folks white. And it's still in the world today. It's called what's that word? Vertigo. That's a form of leprosy. But now here, if you go back in the Old Testament, they said, if you are a leopard, go to the priest. And if all the skin turn white, he is to pronounce you clean. That means if you black, follow me, and you start turning white, and you keep on turning white, and you take me to the priest gonna say I'm clean, so now I'm a clean white man. Well, you're really gonna like this. If you go to the book of 2 Kings, there was a servant by the name of Haman. He was captain over the army. And he was a leopard. And God told him to go see the prophet so they would know that it was a prophet in the land. He went and saw Elisha. Elisha told him to wash himself 7 times and you will be made clean. He got an attitude. He didn't want to go do it because he thought that Elisha was supposed to, in front of him, call on God. But they said, well, if he had told you to do something hard, you would have done it. So he said, yeah, you're right. So I'm going to go down there and wash 7 times like he told me tonight. He went and he washed and he became clean. But he had a servant. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. So he wanted to give Elisha some gifts. Some silver, I believe, and some camels and some clothing. And so Elisha told him no, because when God gives you an assignment to do something, you're just going to do it. But his servant said, no, he got like some other folks. Since Elisha won't take it, I'm going to go back and get it. His name was Gehazi. So he went back and he got what was offered to Elisha. And he listened and said, okay, well, son, didn't you know my heart was with you when you done that? In other words, you went down there in my name and you done that. So I tell you what, I'm going to curse you with Haman disease and I'm going to curse your children. And they all was cursed with leprosy from that day even to this day. So they switched the name up to fertility. You see, the Bible is a beautiful book to read if you get the truth. But the truth has been covered up. It's been covered up. And we just want to come in and we want to get this quick hour of worship on and go back home so we can watch what's coming on tonight. Don't tell me y'all just... But anyway, instead of taking this information that I'm giving you, going home and research, you find out it's true. You are kings and queens, a nation of priests. And that's why everybody is against you. And everybody is trying to destroy you and your children. They're trying to smother you by taking all the stores, taking away your economics, taking away your financial problems. Because if you're not financially able to open up stores and open up business and put your own children to work and open up schools and give your own children education and open up hospitals, then they have you where they want you. In indentured servitude. And you'll get up every day going out here, working 10, 11, 12 hours just to have enough to go back to work some more. And if you get to thinking you too big, they'll come along and come up with some kind of law and take what you got from you. Miss that car note, see if it's really yours. Say amen, lights.
Yeah.
Your dreams. Some of y'all wanted to be business owners and you gave up. Because, first of all, you got to be able to think. And we black folk, we don't want to think no more. We don't want to think no more. We want this microwave education. We get headaches when we have to do algebra and geometry and figure out problems. So now you're like this blade of grass. You're like this blade of grass. What is a blade of grass doing in the field? It's just standing there. That's all. It's doing its job. Standing there. Working its gift. Standing there. And God takes care of it. God takes care of it. This is what Jesus was trying to get you to understand. And you don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow is cast in the oven. It's gone. The cow come along, eat it. You come along, eat the cows. It's in this process. It's doing what it does. He said, but how much more will God take care of that grass than he will you? He'll take care of you. Then he comes back and says, oh, ye of little faith. Where is your faith? You don't have faith in yourself. How are you going to have faith in Jesus? A lot of us come to church just because we was taught to come to church. Because for an hour and a half, we get a chance to shake off some guilt complex by some things that we didn't do or did do. But where is your faith in your field of dreams? Where is your faith to be successful in your dreams? Now, as I get ready to close, I got a phone call. I got a phone call Friday night from one of my young members. I was so glad to hear from them. They called, they said, Pastor Taylor, I just called to tell you I'm doing all right. And I'm sorry that I hadn't been in touch with you sooner. I could tell by the voice though, they wasn't all right. They're having hard times in college. Because they're someplace trying to be something that a certain type of people telling them that they shouldn't be. So I went back into my days when I tell young people, you don't let nobody tell you what you can't be. I'm reminded when they told Malcolm X that he couldn't be a lawyer, he'd come out better being a carpenter or something like that. Yet and still that man changed the course of history in the black community. He argued with judges and won. So I told this member that you don't let nobody tell you what you can't be. And trials come to make you stronger. Amen. He said, I told him anything that's worth something, it's going to cost you something. And if God is with you, that's better than the whole world against you. God, no weapon formed against you will prosper. And I reminded him that everybody can't be a rapper. Everybody can't be an entertainer. Everybody can't be in sports. We got to have some lawyers. We got to have some doctors. We got to have some judges.
You're right. All right. That's right.
Because sickle cell still need a cure. Sickle cell still need a cure.
Amen.
And cancer still need a cure.
Amen.
And if they got a cure, when it comes to us, they're going to raise the price so high, we can't afford it.
All right.
And so what I'm telling you, young people, hold your head up. Listen at me carefully. Your future is bright. You don't have to fail just because generations of other folks failed.
That's right. Amen. Say that.
You can bring about a change in this world. You can bring about a change in your family. As I looked at the political race, how they whitenized all the candidates. And I remember the process that they went through to do that. They got Jesse Jr. Trapped him. And to make sure he was going to have some more problems, they got his wife too trapped up. They knocked out that level of black politicians that had a chance to be up there to compete. Systematically erased color from the candidacy. Television programming. It all depends on what signal you tune in your field of dreams. Are you tuned in to what God is trying to tell you? Because he's sending signals through his word. He's using me right now. And I can understand that signal because you know what? If you would turn on your cell phone, on your internet, if you turn to fmpradio.com, I'm sending the signal to you at home. Are you there to receive it? When you're low in spirit, I got a song that will lift up your heart. Are you tuning in? Trouble, heartaches, and pain will soon be over. In your field of dreams, you can win. You are God's people. Get it out your mind that the Hebrews was all white. Read, study. It was black Hebrews. Mesopotamia. And I go on and on and on naming names, but I know you don't know it because I don't see you in Bible class. Bishop, don't tell me you be here. Mizraim. Who was Mizraim? What did he father? He fathered Egypt. Where is Egypt? In Africa. Moses was drawn out the water. And he was raised up in Egypt. How are you going to raise a little white baby up in Africa? And they not know he was Moses.
That's right. Yeah. Right there.
This is the type of religion that you got to teach these young children so they know that the same God that created the heavens and the earth favors them.
Yes.
They don't have to be folks. They don't have to be GDs and BDs and they don't have to be that. They can be kings.
Amen.
In the field of dreams. May God bless you. May heaven smile upon you.
Amen.